The Motivational Interviewing Treatment Integrity, or MITI, coding instrument. Focus on behavior counts. We described how best practices for learning motivational interviewing include receiving objective feedback based on observed practice. And the MITI is the most commonly used instrument in motivational interviewing to assess conversations for fidelity to MI. We're going to focus specifically in this video on behavior counts. The MITI consists of an evaluation of a 20-minute sample that's randomly selected from the interview. And there are three components to the evaluation. There's behavior counts, global ratings, and then there's standards for basic competency and proficiency based on the behavior counts and global ratings. In this video, we're talking specifically about the behavior counts. Every time the counselor says something, it's parsed or it's identified as a statement, and that statement is categorized in one of the following ways. And we're going to go over each of these in detail. The question is just what it sounds like. It's asking the person a question. And the next category is simple reflection. A simple reflection is one that responds to the interviewer or responds to the client with basically summarizing or repeating what's been said without adding any additional meaning or without guessing at the feeling that might be behind what's being said. A complex reflection is one where a person, the interviewer ventures a guess at what the person could be feeling or what might be next in what they're describing. So an example of a simple reflection would be if somebody were to say, I really like smoking. And the interviewer would respond, smoking gives you a lot of pleasure. That would be a simple reflection. I really like smoking. Smoking gives you a lot of pleasure. There isn't any guess there. There isn't any emphasis on any particular thing that's been said. It's just a straight repetition of what the client said. But if the client says, I really like smoking, and the interviewer says, you couldn't imagine your life without it, that would be an example of a complex reflection where it would turn up it's called an amplified reflection, where it's the interviewer is taking what the client said a little bit to more of an extreme. So because there's added meaning or venturing a guess at something or taking something further, it's a complex reflection.